So what's up, guys? It's Canoxide. Um, Today's topic is going to be none other than my opinion on trash talk in on PSN, like PlayStation, Xbox. So one thing I noticed about trash talk lately, like the last time I trash talked was like literally like yesterday. I was playing ranked on R6. Oh, by the way, that's where I've been. That's where I've been. I've been on Twitch streaming every single day, 20 hours or more. Crazy ass streams, by the way. Not gonna lie. Uh, but I've been grinding my ass off on Twitch. We're almost to 400 followers on there, which is crazy. It's something I've been working towards for like a couple years now, and I don't have any plans on giving up. Just like on here, I've been on here making videos for a while, and I have no plans on giving up until we make it. But that's where I've been. I've been playing R6 and streaming like very consistently, and just playing ranked nonstop. I'm Plat 1 right now. If y'all want to go check that out, if y'all want to go check out the Twitch, it's in the description down below. But yeah, today's topic. Back to the topic. Trash talk. Right. I get racial slurs, judgmental shit like judgment on religions, you name it. Like judgment on autism, you name it. I get that being against the policy. That I agree with 100%. Calling someone the R word, calling someone autistic, it's not nice. That's stuff that can be extremely offensive, and I am completely against. And I am all for the rules on that. What I am not all for, though, is the rule on trash talk. There's like a whole rule on trash talk that I didn't even know existed. I did not know that you cannot call somebody a pussy. I did not know that you cannot call somebody an asshole. I didn't know you couldn't call anybody names like that. Like, I thought for the longest time that it was allowed. I watched streamers like Jinxie, Spoit, you name it, streamers, gamers. I watch gamers all the time trash talk, call people dog shit, it's just trash talk. And they don't get banned for it. They don't get warnings. They don't it's like they don't have worries. And for some reason, PlayStation had the audacity to give me a warning for PlayStation messaging someone, for messaging somebody on PlayStation and calling them a pussy. Because I thought that the way they played the game against me was just a pussy way to play the game. And in my opinion, there are ways to play like a pussy. If you're playing scared, now I get playing smart. Playing smart is different than playing scared. If you're baiting, you're playing scared. I bait a lot. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a hypocrite. I will own up to me baiting a lot. If you don't know what baiting is, it's basically like say you're outside of the building. You haven't really got in yet. You know somebody's literally on the other side of this window, so you're just waiting for them to try to jump out on you. But you're waiting like the whole round, right? I get that. I do it a lot because sometimes I am scared to enter the building. I will say that because, you can, spawn peaks, whatnot. You get the point. I'm still learning. I have less than 1,000 hours in the game. I'm still learning. I have the ability to get better. I have the passion and I have the, what's it called? Shit. I have the passion and I have the determination. I'll just say that. Not the word that I was going to use. But my point is, this guy was playing Clash in ranked. This guy was playing Clash on defense. The reason we may have lost the game. It might have been 5. It might have been 4 or 5. They won the game. Whatever. They won the game. Every time they were on defense, right? They ran Clash. If you don't know, Clash is I could have ran Capiteo and hard countered her, but I thought I had good teammates. I thought we would just steamroll them that round and win the game. But they played Clash every defensive round. Every round on attack except I think 1 or 2 we lost. But every attack that we were on defense, every time we were on defense, right? Every round that we were on defense, we didn't use Clash. We used good operators. We used operators that were competitive as hell. But then you have them just playing ranked. They have the eligibility to play ranked, but they're not taking it serious. They're not, like, this is my point of view on the game, right? I dislike it. Maybe I'm a bummer, right? Maybe I'm a bummer. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm a bummer because I don't like when somebody doesn't take the game serious when they're playing a serious game mode. Maybe I'm in the wrong. My point is, I don't like, this is just my opinion, I don't like when people take the game as a joke and play like assholes in ranked. Because the truth is, if you're playing Clash, you're not playing her because she is a comp operator. You are playing her because you have no gun skill. Your gun skill is horrendous. You can't hit a shot. Your aim's horrible. So you're playing Clash because her only role is to literally sit there and shock the enemy while they are trying to attack. That way you can hinder them getting in sight, attacking, or you're going to play fortification for your teammates. That way they can get an angle on the attackers. That's not even what they were doing. They were literally just sitting there shocking the fuck out of me while I was upside down repelled, playing ace, trying to get a wall. Of course, my teammates, every time they try to come in behind the damn, every time they try to come in behind this motherfucker, they got picked off left and right, and it just wasn't close. I had 3 people on the balcony in Villa, like, trying to do the same thing as me, but it wasn't working because there's a Clash. Somebody needs to come up behind her, take her ass out, or try to kill everybody else on the enemy team before taking out the Clash. That did not happen. Therefore, we ended up losing the game 4-5. They even went as far as to play Montaigne on attack, one of the attack rounds that they played. My opinion. Again, a pussy way to play the game. Why? What's so wrong? What's so wrong about pushing or swinging or playing the game how it's supposed to be played, and that's shooting a fucking gun? What is so hard about that? More and more, I just see a bunch of bullshit going around with trash talk. Like, it's like, and I decided to call him a pussy. I called him out. Point is, PlayStation sends me a warning. They're like, hey, your message was just horrendous. It was the worst thing we've ever seen. It's not like people have racial slurs in their comments and or messages, and you know, they basically they gave me a warning. I get it's a warning, but at the end of the day, I shouldn't have even gotten a warning for trash talking. It's a game. If somebody is taking it that serious, let this be a lesson to you guys. Whoever is watching this video, if somebody calls you a pussy, please, for the love of God, do not own up to what they said and report them. For the love of God. The only thing you're doing is proving them right. That's literally the only thing you're doing by reporting them. It's not doing you any good, and it's not doing them any good. The whole point of them calling you a pussy is that it's their opinion. This game, life is opinionated. Everybody has their opinion. If somebody thinks you're a pussy, they have their right to say that. They have their right. It's called freedom of speech. The fact that PlayStation is wanting to take away freedom of speech, they're wanting to take away like our rights. It's a right to say what you want to say. And I think if you're taking offense to that, if you're letting somebody call you a pussy and you're taking offense to it, it's one thing letting them. It's another thing owning up, or not really owning up to it, but like, I mean, yeah, really, it's another thing owning up to it and actually reporting them for it. But it's another thing actually taking offense to it. That's just sad. If you're taking offense to somebody calling you a fucking name that isn't a racial slur, they're not calling you autistic, they're not saying something super offensive, like genuinely offensive, then you're just soft. Simple as that. You're taking offense to something that isn't really offensive. It's just a word that has zero meaning. They're calling you basically scared. It's like, hey, you're scared. That's what it is. It's literally, that's what it is. They're just calling you. It's a more offensive way of calling you scared, but at the same time, it still means they're just calling you scared. And I don't see a problem with it. I really don't see a problem with it. That's my opinion. If this video gets around, gets a good amount of views, you guys agree, do me one favor. Maybe 3 favors. I'm going to ask 3 favors. I'm going to ask you to like the video. If you genuinely like what I'm saying, if you like what's coming out of my big fucking mouth, and you enjoy this type of content, I would love if you liked the video. If you like the video, that'd be amazing. If you don't like what you're hearing, I should have said this at the beginning. If you don't like what you hear, you can leave. You don't have to dislike the video. You don't have to comment something negative. You can just leave. I should have said that at the beginning of the video. But if you do enjoy this type of content, you agree with everything I'm saying, please like the video. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. And if you guys could, it would mean a lot to me if you went and checked out my Twitch. Again, the link is going to be in the description down below. I've been grinding on there, like I said. And it would just mean a lot if you went to my Twitch and showed some support. It's something I'm really working toward. It's my fucking dream. I would love to be able to just sit here every fucking day and stream and play my games, bro. At the same time, does it seem like I'm lazy? Yes, but at the same time, sometimes it does take time. It takes time out of your life. Everything takes time out of your life. It's like a normal job. It takes time out of my life. We all have family. We all have time that we want to spend with our family. And this takes time away from that. But then again, I love doing it. So it would just mean a lot if we can make that dream come true. So yeah, that's really all I got to say today, guys. I just wanted to get that out of my head. I just don't like the way life is. Like, I don't like the way society's turning. It's like we're trying to, like, I get trying to be more positive and happy doo-dah day, but at the end of the day, like, how many people are going to really apply to that? How many people are still calling people racial slurs, judging religion, judging this, judging that, and how many of those people are getting justified? And why am I getting a warning when there's still people out there doing that, doing shit way worse than I am? Can we come to an understanding? I get reported for calling somebody a pussy, yet there are people out there calling people racial slurs, people out there calling people autistic. There's people out there saying all sorts of shit that is just way more offensive than what I said. I want everybody to take a gander at that. I want everybody to understand that is realistically what is going on in today's society. People are saying way worse shit, and the people that are saying the most harmless shit are getting warnings and banned and temporarily banned. But the people who are saying way worse shit are they're just flying high, getting away with it. And it's like PlayStation ain't doing really anything about it. It's like Xbox. Like, I don't know much about Xbox, so I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm a PlayStation player, but at the end of the day, I know PlayStation isn't doing a lot about that. I mean, if I'm getting a warning, then that just tells me something. If I'm getting a warning for calling somebody a pussy, that tells me all I need to know. Simple as that. Simple as that, PlayStation. If you guys cannot handle the truth, then then I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Like, subscribe, check out the Twitch in the bio or in the description down below. If you enjoyed today's video, which I hope you did, just know I love you guys, and that's about it. Peace.